Hi, my name is Chrissy, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled reading for the month of October. Now, we're going through currently a bit of a lockdown here in Australia, and it's a little bit of a crazy time. I don't know what's happening where you are. Perhaps you're still in lockdowns and there's a bit of huge changes that are happening around these things. There's a lot about people not having their freedoms and not being able to speak and have a voice, and that's a very frustrating thing. So I thought I'd just do this little channeled reading and we'll just see what comes through from my guides to you for the collective reading, and hopefully you'll get some help and guidance to get through the month of October. Now I'm just going to chill for a minute and we'll just see what comes through. I'm getting that people are revealing their true selves. Like, we're seeing a lot of these underlying issues being surfaced. So this is a part of the healing. It's a part of our journey in life, is to make changes, gather our thoughts, allow new experiences and new understandings to come through. We're all starting to act more in kindness. There's a lot of resolve coming about. People are wanting to break down these barriers. People don't want borders, and they don't want fences, and this means literally as well as like subconsciously. People don't want these divides anymore. They want a lot of flow in life. Of course you'll get your minority groups that are happy with the status quo, but often these people aren't very open-minded to change. So majority of us are wanting to experience that change. We're wanting more freedoms. There's a lot of doubt, I feel, about the future in October. I feel like there's a lot of doubt. It's almost showing like this mixing bowl of chaos. It's almost like baking a cake, you know, all the ingredients are in there, but it's still being sort of like stirring the pot. It's still that mixture of energies, and it's kind of like, well, what's going to be the end result? So when you sort of mix that cake, put it in the oven, what's going to be the outcome? And I think that's what October is going to be. It's going to be a lot of, there's still this stirring. There's going to be a lot of confusion. There's a lot of waking up. I feel like people are really waking up and seeing those truths out there now. They're abandoning their old belief systems. They're trying to get their courage up. People are really trying to strengthen themselves and have their voice and use their courage, because they're learning that even though we might feel squashed, we still have power in the masses. So I feel like a lot of us are really starting to stand up and take charge of our own lives. We don't want to live in that kind of dictatorship, and this is where it comes to that stirring of the pot. Like, what's going to be the outcome of all this turmoil? And there's so much confusion, and there's a lot of what ifs, and again, that's getting back to just that confusion of life, and that no one knows where they're heading. Job security is going to be a huge issue in October. I feel like because of all the things that have happened around the globe, a lot of people are feeling very, very insecure. And they're really pulling the reins in on commitments. People aren't actually going and sort of getting that mortgage, or they're not sort of moving ahead. There'll be a lot of sort of stunted growth. I feel like a lot of industries are going to kind of come to a real standstill, because people won't be sort of purchasing those big items. Like, I feel like it's definitely the housing and cars and those financial commitments, because of that insecurity that people are actually feeling out there. People are starting to capture a lot of the truths about spending. I think people are becoming more aware of where their money is going, and they're sort of being guided. People are taking more notice of what their gut is telling them, what they're feeling, what they're sensing, and where they're being guided in what direction to go. I think you'll find that, for example, people won't be starting new businesses. That's not something that's going to really be on the horizon, because small businesses had a really short straw in a lot of this journey, and people are frightened. So it sort of puts that hesitation. It's almost like showing that the brakes are being put on a lot of growth because of that reluctance to move forward in a lot of industries. I also think the message that I'm getting is that we have to build ourselves up again, sort of from the inside out. I feel like a lot of us have kind of had that rug pulled from beneath us, and it's almost like we've collapsed onto the ground and we're just sitting on the floor. And so it's like we've got to find a way back up and re-strengthen ourselves as well. And it's by also having that voice and sharing our beliefs and our knowledge, and not kind of just walking with the herd. This is also about going in the directions that we want to be going. So you're sort of forging a path as well into the future. So this is also about, in October, about forging paths for your kids, directing them and giving them strength as well. So by you having your voice and you standing in your own truths and your own beliefs, you're actually sort of teaching your children as well that it's important that we all stay as a kind of a united front in October, because that's kind of the message that I'm getting. It's important to stay united, and it's important also to understand other people's perspectives and points of view too. So I feel like October is going to be this real month where we're going to be starting to look at things from all different angles. We're not just going to stay stuck in our little boxes anymore. I feel like people are going to start to be more educated and more informed about their life decisions, whether that be financial, whether that be medically, or whether that just be spiritually, kind of from the heart. A lot of people are moving into their more spiritual realms, and I think that's part of that breaking down process, they're telling me, is because we're building to that more caring and more feeling kind of place. We all sort of got caught up with that kind of semi-material kind of world, but with that rug being pulled out from everybody, it's kind of flattened everything to the ground. And so we have to now find that strength, and that it's almost like it's saying that we have to find forgiveness too in others. So if you've had past hurts, you've struggled with things in your past, it's time to kind of let all that go now and really start to move forward from this point on. And it's saying that we all have regrets. Like October's going to be one of these months where we could be triggered a lot with regrets or decisions from the past, but you don't have to stay stuck in them. It's saying that you can actually make changes and just be in the here and now, and that's about practicing that living in the now, but also about focusing on kind of what you do want in the future without fear and without worry and without angst. So they're kind of saying that you have to go with that clear headspace and go with that nice flow to move your life forward in October. The word I get for October is stunning. Things will be really stunning. It might be that you really enjoy the weather around you. There might be really great weather in October, and it might be a time to just be and really enjoy your natural spaces. Go for a bushwalk, have a beautiful picnic. I think that's what a lot of us have only been allowed to do anyway in Australia. After these lockdowns, we're only allowed to do picnics. But these are the simple things, and this is the way we're sort of being led back to that slower pace of life. Because if you look back to probably 3 years ago, life was very, very rushed, and we were all in that mouse where a lot of people were working full-time jobs, had kids running around here and there, and life was getting very chaotic. But strangely enough, and I always believe that positive things can come from negative experiences. And now look at us, we're spending more quality time with our kids, we're having time with our pets, we're getting a lot of jobs done around the house. It's almost like we've gone back to a much simpler way of living, even though it has been kind of forced upon us. Sometimes that's a healthy thing. So I think in October, they're the things that you need to be starting to focus on, is doing the simple things, getting back to basics, and all those things that bring you joy. You know, it's like, is it Marie Kondo says that do the things that spark you joy. And I talk a lot about decluttering, and October is going to be the perfect time here in Australia, at least, for spring cleaning. You can open the windows up, get air in your house, clear everything out. That's always great for your emotions. So October is going to be a time where we're going to just simplify everything. Like I said, the weather could be really stunning, so go out and enjoy that. And I feel we're being led into a much better feeling place. I feel like we're not going to kind of stay stuck here anymore. I know up to this point, a lot of us have had a lot of angst, overwhelm. It's been just that really trapped energy inside of us. But now that's the message, is to really let that go and just flow and do those simple things that are going to really bring you back to life and give you that joy inside. So I really feel like October is going to be a month of mending, healing, opening up our core wounds, but also reflecting back and not having those regrets and staying stuck in bad feelings and horrible thoughts from the past. We need to look forward now and start to make these new happy feelings and great head spaces that can really ignite us, like I said, inside. So look, hopefully October you enjoy. It sounds like it's going to be a really positive month. Yes, it's been challenging this year of 2021, but I think hopefully we've turned a corner. So look, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you would like some tips on how to change your life. Hit those like buttons, of course, and I will see you very soon. Bye.